Here, I'll put it over here so you can see my face. Good. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Armchair Keepers of Arcane Secrets. I'm Matt Ryan, and
I'm Bob Geis, Arcane Keeper of Arcane Secrets.
you're the Indiana Arcane Keeper, and I'm the
That's
Ithaca
right.
Arcane Armchair Keeper.
Armchair. Yeah, we didn't have I didn't have my prompt there.
That's right. That's right. Hello, folks. So here we are. Here we are again. Good news. Good news, Bob. The show got renewed for another season.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I really didn't think it would.
I didn't
I'm
either.
surprised.
No, but we got the report from our focus groups, and you know what? They said it's okay enough.
That's what we go for.
Okay enough. Give them some more episodes, a little more rope.
Yep.
See what they do.
No, that's fantastic. I knew our okay enough strategy was going to pay off.
That's what I strive for. Okay enough. What would we now, Bob? Where are we in the big picture?
All right, I have a confession to make right now. I'm gonna just throw it out there. Last week I said I was going to be playing 2 weeks in a row. My session fell apart last week. It fell apart last week because one of the key players, the kid, who was also our expert note keeper,
yes,
wound up getting ill like the 11th hour, and I had to pull the plug on this session because I did not want my other players floundering around without his helpful notes. So I had to cancel the session.
And it happens through, the kid's feeling better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wonderful. And that's what happens when you play with a tight group. That's why I play with a herd.
Yeah, see, group dynamics, man. Absolutely.
If I've got some limping zebras off to the side, we just continue ahead. For example, this Friday, my lovely and charming wife can't play. She's got a better deal at a quilting retreat with some of her chums. So she's going a quilting.
You can't beat quilting. Sorry, Matt.
No,
you're good, but you're not that good.
I understand, and I love playing Call of Cthulhu with her. Okay. So it didn't happen. So you're still in New York. Oh, we haven't
still
had
in New York.
They're still in limbo. They're jumping off the trolley. There's going to be machetes or maybe like knives or the hint
Switchblades.
That would be a good aftershave. Hint of machete.
Hey. Yeah, I absolutely.
See,
but we'll see. Tomorrow.
I'm playing Friday and I am landing. Oh, I didn't start the timer. I've got to tell you.
I've got a timer running. We're good.
We got a timer running now. I'm ending New York, and there's a couple of pieces that I need to clear up, just a couple of little I's to dot, and then we do the stuff that the players have been gnashing their teeth to do. Character improvements.
Yeah.
We're going to use our passports. We're going to put we're going to enter England. We're going to put the English sticker on them at the customs office. We're going to take an ocean voyage, and I'm going to there's a little optional rule to let them improve / learn new skills on the ocean liner, and I'm going to do that.
Oddly enough, I was reading that very chapter this morning.
I like that. I'm going to slip them another Mythos tome. I've decided to slip them another Mythos tome to give them some reading material on the ocean liner.
Okay. How are you going to do that? They're going to go to used bookstore?
No. They had hinted. Here, now we're getting, so there's spoilers. Okay, if you're not a keeper, get the hell out of here, you kids. Get out of here. This is serious business.
Grown-ups are talking.
When they met with Erica Carlisle, we need music here. Okay, when they met with Erica Carlisle, they said that there may be surviving members, but they wouldn't go into details. I'm going to make them a deal. The lawyer is going to call them after the fact and say, we're really interested in those deals or in that information. If you tell me who you think might be still alive, we will give you one of these weird books that Roger Carlyle was reading that
Yeah.
we don't want anymore.
Right. Yeah, that tracks.
Now, the reason I'm doing that is because there's a little throwaway sentence in the London chapter, in the Gavigan some bit about Gavigan, that he might have been tipped off about the investigators because Erica Carlisle called him. So they have some sort of relationship. I'm sure it's purely business, but they've got some kind of a relationship. So in that exchange of information for Mythos Tome, the lawyer is going to ask if the investigators would like Erica Carlisle to set up a meeting with Gavigan.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, they would have connected when she went over to track her brother down. It makes perfect sense that she would have seen him. Yeah, it doesn't seem, a stretch. That's interesting.
It is
so
interesting.
Basically, but do you think that would, I mean, because Gavigan can be, I don't know. I mean, I'm of two minds about this. I mean, that's tipping the bad guy's hands without player agency, right? If the players go into an interview with Gavigan and they spill the beans, that's their fault. But I don't know. So that's my take on that.
It's interesting. That's an interesting and a good point. It's an interesting take. And it leads into topic number 2 on our rundown. Look, folks, we're professionals. We've got a rundown here. This is like a grocery receipt that I've written on these things.
It's not toilet paper, so it's a step up.
It's hard to write on toilet paper with a lead pencil. Let's talk about, last time that we spoke, we talked about the different ways to handle the cult leaders in the different chapters. And I hadn't thought about that at all, but after you brought it up, I thought about it a lot, specifically about how to handle the cult leaders in London, of which there are 2.
That's right. There are 2 now.
Dose. There's our chum from the Penhew Foundation, Edward Gavigan. And then there's the woman from Egypt, Zahar.
Yeah, who runs the nightclub.
Yeah, Zahar Shafiq.
Yeah.
So you were talking about, okay, so there's this idea in the back of my head, I don't know how it got there, that these guys, all of these villains should be run like James Bond villains. They should be smooth and deadly, right? And that's how you're going to do it. That's how you're going to do it.
No, on to the contrary, I felt that they all were portrayed as James Bond villains, and they were all pretty one note, right? And so I want to shake it up a little bit. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that.
Here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to make Gavigan a bumbling idiot.
Oh.
I'm going to make Gavigan the total opposite of what you expect in a villain.
Okay.
He's going to be, he's been handed the opportunity to be the head of the cult. Sure, he's like drinking the Kool-Aid and worshiping at the feet of Nyarlathotep. Sure. But he doesn't know what he's doing. I am going to invite them if they want to meet. And I like your comment about the Erica Carlisle tip. I do like that. I can already envision him stumbling through his office, accidentally opening the secret door that leads to his secret basement and then closing it. Tell them there's nothing to see here. I'm going to make him unforgettable by making him a moron.
Interesting. Well, that's not a bad idea, because the London chapter, as written, can be very deadly. Because those guys are.
What do you get? What do the players get from the London chapter? This is the other way I've been thinking. What do they get?
Not much.
What are they doing in London? You know what they're doing? Making parts.
Yeah. I mean, and again, in my experience, I don't even know if that factory thing was even in the previous versions, because I don't ever remember people encountering the factory. It's an interesting idea, it's an interesting idea that they would, because again, it's another layer of the onion that they can unravel to figure out what the mystery is. But yeah, there's not a lot to do. I mean, if they go to his London, or his out of London estate, the Miser House or Miser House or whatever it is, they can, witness a cult orgy, which is always great. I mean, again, But that's
It's
pretty much
good.
it.
But you know what? I'm cutting it.
All right.
I'm not. I might mention the Monsieur House. How do you pronounce it?
I have no idea.
I might mention it, but we're not going there. There
Okay.
will be no hunting horrors
Okay.
in my run of it. And here's why. Here's why. And again, it's about the props.
I haven't even looked at the London props.
I got to tell you, so I look at the props, right? Because I'm a graphic designer and I make different things. I look at the props, and there is one cool prop, and then there's a second really cool prop that I don't know if you know about.
I don't, because I haven't looked at London.
Okay. Here's the cool prop. Look at this. These are the simplistic but cool plans to the rocket.
Yeah.
These are at the factory. These are at the factory. And the coolest thing about these plans is they are signed. Where the hell is it signed by? The Pale Viper.
Nice.
That's fucking rad.
Does he? We're not even. We are at the 6-minute mark. We're totally good. Totally legit.
So I can say rad. Signed.
No, well, yeah.
Signed by the Pale Viper.
Okay.
All of a sudden, we've got a villain.
That's right.
Now we have this mysterious villain. Like there's a lot of villains, but the Pale Viper.
That's good. That's some good shit. That's some good shit there.
Okay, now the other super cool prop. Now, Bob, I know here I've got to dig through some. Forgive me, viewers. I'm digging through some shit. I know that you have this.
Oh yeah.
You had that right behind you. This is the gamer prop kit. And we're going to talk about this much later, but we've our first special guest. It's going to be one of the masterminds behind this, Sean Brainey. He will be joining us next week. But
amazing.
We're very thrilled, but we'll talk about that later. I know you have that. Do you have this? Now this is just the add-on kit.
No.
Okay, but you don't need it because you've only got 4 players. So this gives me more passports. Do you have this? This is the prop kit that comes with the radio play that HPLHS did for Mass Nyarlathotep. And in this thin sleeve, there is this prop.
Oh
no. This is a cocktail napkin.
Oh man.
From the Blue Pyramid with a little note where that waitress invites the investigators to a sideline thing. And wait a minute, I got my phone's ringing. I got to kill this. See, we're live, folks. We're live to tape. That's a rad prop.
It is. And I own that episode. I don't know if I got the props with it. I'm looking over here because I keep my props over here. But yeah.
Dig this out because if you're going to go that way, because this is not in the gamer prop set.
That's next level stuff there, Matt Ryan. Listeners, 83 subscribers. This is why you're here, for this next level stuff that Matt Ryan does.
We dig into this. So yeah, what I'm going to try to do, sometimes, Bob, I'm doing a lot of the talking, but I think that running a game is kind of like being a magician. You're like forcing a card.
Yep.
You're directing the players, and if you're good, you're doing it in a way that they don't know they're being directed, right?
Right on. Absolutely.
They think they're making choices, and they should be making choices. And a really good game master, of which you are one, can react to those choices. Okay. I'm going to do my best to steer them towards a conclusion, which won't happen next session, but maybe 2 or 3 sessions, steer them to a final conclusion at that factory, Henson something factory.
Yeah. No, it's a really good point that you bring up. I mean, each of these chapters should have a beginning and an end that's unique, and that may not be how it's written.
Well,
because we don't always want it to be a ceremony, right? It doesn't always have to be a ceremony.
Doesn't have to be a ceremony. Now, but I got to tell you, the naked, they're running around at the outside in the woods, naked, whacking each other with spiked clubs. That's a pretty good. I mean, who wouldn't want to go to that party, right?
It is, it's a night out, that's for sure.
It's pretty good, and I think the reason I'm shying away from it is just to kind of take it in a different direction as an experiment.
Yeah, well, you have to, because again, remember, that's the Brotherhood of the Black Pharaoh there, the London chapter. You're also going to run into them again in Egypt. So if, you can't let the London chapter do all the stuff, because then it would just be more of the same in Egypt.
Yes, that and yes, 100% agree. And what exactly is a hunting horror? I mean, it's like a dragon, right?
Yeah. It's kind of like a snaky. I've always imagined it's kind of a snaky thing with wings. It's just going to be a terrible nightmare thing.
But they can't. But they're going to run away. My characters are going to run away from someone just saying hunting horror.
Wow. Yeah. I could see my guys trying to stand and fight for a round. It's like, why are the four of you doing this? And I would have to pluck one of them off just to teach them, just to learn them.
Right. Just right. Okay. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Next week, what are we going to be doing, Bob?
Next week, you and I are going to be in lovely Ypsilanti, Michigan at Chaosium Con.
50th anniversary of Chaosium this year. This is the 4th Chaosium Con. Some folks watching this are likely coming, and it will be nice to see you folks again. Bob, it will be great to see you, of course.
Likewise. There's a party. There's a party there, Matt Ryan. A party. It's the only kind of party I will attend, right?
It's a sold out party, Bob, because I tried to get a ticket to today on tabletop events and I couldn't.
Yeah. I don't have a ticket. I'm crashing this party, right? So yeah, I'm going to show up.
Tell me about the party.
The party is going to be, it's like come as your favorite like character, whatever. So you can be a RuneQuest guy, you could be whatever. I am going to be debuting my New York chapter Brotherhood of the Bloody Tongue, or called it the Bloody Tongue outfit. And I'm going to be sporting the headband that you see up there on the skull, right? And my whole outfit. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait.
Now, is it a bathrobe?
No, it is definitely not. It is definitely not.
It would be fantastic if you just showed up with the tongue, headband, and a bathrobe.
No, I went all out on this. This is fantastic. I'm excited.
I can't wait to see it. I will be wearing my speed suit. I have a speed suit I like to wear.
Yeah, and was that the same as last year? Yes. All right. Fantastic.
And what else is happening at Chaosium Con? According to the rundown, we're doing a live show.
We're doing a live show. We are doing a seminar where we are going to pontificate to our attendees about how we're doing this. And those 3 attendees are going to be wowed.
There's 4 now because I had to buy a ticket because it wasn't showing up on my schedule. The tickets are free, viewers. So
yes, we cannot even convince people to buy a free ticket.
If you want to waste, what if we brought donuts? What if we
could easily bring, if we brought a dozen donuts, we could
bring a dozen donuts.
And each person could have 4 donuts.
You could get a donut and a selfie with Matt and Bob.
Or we could get a selfie with them. I mean, let's not fool ourselves. They may be the attraction.
Probably some folks in the audience have probably run masks absolutely more than me.
Yeah. So again, we're just going to be trolling for attendees there, begging shamelessly.
I'm having a good time on this episode, Bob. Here we go.
Always.
You've got, okay, I think we've hit the rundown, folks. We might have, unbelievable as this is, we may have run out of things to talk about. Costume, the live show.
Yep. Our super special guest next week.
Super special guest. So let's take a minute to talk about Sean. So
yes.
Sean is half of the team behind the HPL Historical Society. They do fantastic props, Andrew and Sean. Their props have won many awards. I think Andrew, is it Lohman or Lehman? How do you pronounce Andrew's last name?
I think it's Lehman. Yep.
Andrew, I think, does most of the props because he used to be a Hollywood prop maker.
They're so talented, right? Again, a talented, multifaceted voice talent, acting talent, prop talent. It's astounding.
Yes, yes, yes. So Sean, who is also going to be at Chaosium Con.
Yes.
Sean is going to join us for our next week's episode. He's going to talk about his interaction with masks, his relationship with masks. I'm sure he'll talk about the props.
Yep.
All good. I think we're bringing this in right at the 20-minute mark, right?
Let's wrap this dude up.
Say about your upcoming episode.
Episode tomorrow. My next session is tomorrow. New York, the big confrontation.
Big confrontation. I can't wait to hear about that recap. Oh, maybe we'll do a little recap thing or something. How many games are you running at Chaosium Con?
It's a short con. I'm only running a couple games. I'm polishing up the adventure of the Mummy's Dagger.
That's your now that's the Gaslight adventure.
Yes, it is. Look at that.
What is that?
This is the fresh, hot off the presses Keepers book for the new Gaslight.
Oh, I don't even think those are available to the general public, Bob.
Maybe I just used a gate to get one a little bit earlier, right?
Is that what you did?
Yeah. I just don't talk about this stuff. I'm a practitioner.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Okay. Now, no magic on the show. We've got to know that. Well, I don't know. Maybe season 2.
Maybe season 2. That's when we'll bring out the dread curse of Azathoth.
The dread curse. Okay. I'm going to run. I've got the game that I ran for you. She Flies with Her Own Wings, which you enjoyed.
Great. Loved it.
Except for the werewolves.
What?
The werewolves.
I enjoyed it. I don't even recall the werewolves, so I enjoyed it thoroughly. I thought it was a masterwork. Really, it was. Again, we all get better sometimes. Myself, I take many steps backward, but it's nothing but straight trajectory, straight up, Matt Ryan. Each one of your games I've liked better than the previous one.
That's because the first one's just total shite. But no, that's very kind. Thank you, Bob. I'm running that. And then I've also got, and I showed you this earlier, but I've got it from the archive.